Musicotters, how are you? Here we are coming back, and this time we're gonna talk about something very special for us. It's going to be a chapter about Peter Murphy and the last concert that he gave at the Chapelle in San Francisco. So this is gonna be very special because we're gonna talk about not only those concerts, but about the albums a little bit. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it too. Stay tuned, make your comments, and here we go. So, Musicotters, let's talk about Peter Murphy and this last concert that he gave in San Francisco at the Chapelle, a very beautiful theater for what I've seen and read. And this is gonna be a short chapter, but I want to share with you what I feel and what I think from these concerts. Of course, I was not there. If you were there to one or different concerts, please leave your comments here below and make your statement. I think it was beyond what we can comprehend or even think, imagine, to be there. He played almost his whole career, a retrospective of his whole career in different nights, and some of the albums were played twice. Almost every album. For what I remember, I think it was the 9th album and the Holy Smoke album that he only played once. But even the Dust album was played twice, and he left out the Lion album and the Unshattered, which is kind of weird for me because I think it would have fit perfectly there in the Chapelle for the way it is made. The sound of that album, which is very warm, and I think it's like being in a very warm place where you can listen to songs like close to the musicians. That's the feel to the album that I've got ever since I listened to it when it came out back in 2005. And I attended to that concert because he, of course, made a tour and they came to Mexico City, and that was beautiful. That was amazing. It's maybe one of my favorite concerts of Peter Murphy that I have been to. And I have been to many concerts from Peter Murphy here in Mexico, not only here in the city, but also in Puebla. We traveled to Puebla once to see him. Sorry. And it was beautiful. That was like nothing else. But this is a very, very important time in Peter Murphy's career because he chose to make a whole line of different concerts of his whole career as a solo career, solo artist. And that, I think it's like some huge statement. Even making a tribute to David Bowie, only a night for David Bowie. And please comment here and tell us what it was like to be there, because I think that was godlike. That was magical. Only for the fact of listening to Peter Murphy singing a whole night David Bowie's songs. And of course his albums like Cascade or the Holy Smoke album, Deep, of course, Should the World Fail to Fall Apart, the first one that was played twice too, Love Hysteria, I mean, the Dust album. I think it was beautiful, and I would really, really like and love to hear you all, or maybe some of you that attended to one, two, or maybe to all of the concerts there in San Francisco, to know what it was like to be there. Because myself as a fan, that I've been to many concerts throughout the years, to Peter Murphy, of course, to see Peter Murphy specifically, I think this was beyond special. Beyond special, that's kind of the concept, because of what it means as a whole solo career retrospective. So please share. We will continue talking about Peter Murphy at that concert from 2005, which was the Unshattered tour. As I was telling you, I was there, and I got very lucky because I was almost in the front row, and after the concert, when it was all over, Mark Gemini Thwaite came up close. He came almost where I was standing, and he was looking at me, and he took his pick, and he looked at me, and he just did this, and there was another guy like in another place quite near, and he tried to grasp and to grab the pick from me, but Mark just stood back and he gave it to me in the end. That was beautiful. That was because I was just so thrilled and emotional throughout the whole concert. I was jumping, and of course, you know, if you're a fan, you know what that means. And I was yelling and singing, and he saw me, and we were like connecting throughout the concert, and he gave me his pick that I will come back and show you the pick when I find it, because I don't have it here. It's not here around, but I have that experience in my mind that really thrills me and makes me very emotional and thankful to Mark. I contacted him through Facebook, and after all these years thanked him because of that night and the pick that he gave me, because it was kind of a very special connection that night with him and with the band. They even played a cover of Iggy Pop in the end. It was The Passenger. It was, imagine that. Peter Murphy was dancing, and he was whirling around and going round and round and round, jumping all the time. It was beautiful. So, this is me sharing you a little bit of one of those beautiful concerts from Peter Murphy back in 2005. Please leave your comments here, and let's keep tuned, and let's keep talking about this artist. We haven't been talking about Peter Murphy in the past, but this is the time to do it So, thank you very much for all the support in the past months. Thank you very much for being here. And we are going to be here back a lot more often. So, keep it up. Have a good night. Peace to all of you, and thank you very much. Stay tuned in Music Got.